Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're doing something a little different for this explainer, taking a truly special journey. We aren't just looking at dusty dates on a timeline or lines on a map. Instead, we're embarking on a spatial, totally sensory exploration into the deep historical essence of one of the most fascinating places on Earth. We're going to explore how culture, time, and human experience weave together in a single, vibrant location. Okay, let's dive into this.
So can a city's history be tasted as well as seen? I want you to really think about this question for a second. We usually think of history as, something we read in a heavy book or stare at behind a pane of glass. But what if you could literally taste the past? What if the legacy of generations was served up fresh every single day? When we talk about World Heritage, we have to move beyond just reciting facts. We need to understand how history breathes, how it smells, and how it feels to the very people who walk those streets today. And honestly, there is perhaps no better place to examine this phenomenon than our destination today, Lahore.
Section 1. The Heart of Pakistan, where flavors tell stories. Imagine the sounds, the energy, the absolute constant motion of a bustling food street. Lahore is widely known as the heart of Pakistan, and let me tell you, it's not just some geographic label. It acts as the pulsating center of the nation's cultural life. Just like a heart pumps lifeblood through a body, Lahore pumps art, literature, and incredible culinary brilliance through the veins of the entire country.
There's a saying that Lahore is a city where history lives in every corner, and where every flavor tells a story of its own. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're talking about. The culinary traditions you find on these bustling streets, like imagine a rich, slow-cooked nehari just bubbling away at dawn. These act as living historical records. Every specific spice blend that gets passed down through generations is a chapter in a much larger story. You aren't just eating, you are partaking in a continuous edible legacy. It's a real game changer when you think about it. But to truly understand a place, we have to look at all of its dimensions. We have a totally fascinating contrast here. On one side, we have the dynamic, energetic macro view of the city, the living history of the streets and flavors we just talked about. But on the other side, we have the preserved past, the ancient artifacts that sit practically frozen in time. Understanding Lahore means understanding how these two extremes coexist. So let's actually step away from those bustling streets for a moment and step into a space dedicated entirely to reverence and preservation.
Section 2. Inside the Lahore Museum, a journey through time.
Imagine leaving the chaotic noise of the city behind and crossing the threshold into a quiet, hushed sanctuary. The Lahore Museum is a literal treasure house of history. It serves as a vital protector of cultural memory, anchoring the physical remnants of the region's ancient Mughal and colonial past. By guarding these artifacts, the museum ensures the roots of the culture remain totally intact. And within this space, there is one centerpiece that absolutely demands our complete attention.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the focus on Gandhara art. This is the ancient artistic style that gave birth to the Lahore Museum's absolute masterpiece, the Fasting Buddha. This isn't just a sculpture, it's a profound journey through time, captured right there in schist stone. Gandhara art represents an incredible Greco-Buddhist convergence. It's basically where Eastern philosophy met Western artistic aesthetics. The Fasting Buddha is this timeless masterpiece that speaks to the sheer endurance of human spirituality, surviving as a silent witness to eras long, long gone.
Section 3. Lahore's Regal Gardens, a timeless haven.
So the crucial point is how we connect these spaces. Moving from the quiet sanctuary of the museum, we transition back outside into the enduring landscapes of the city's green spaces, like the magnificent Shalimar Gardens. These spaces tell stories of a regal past. Actually, scratch that, they practically sing about it. They were meticulously crafted by empires to reflect power, order, and a vision of paradise on earth. Every flower blooms with a legacy of beauty. The intentionality of planting something beautiful creates a timeless haven right in the heart of Lahore. Empires rise and fall, right? But these gardens remain as a living testament to history that we can still walk through today.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our final thought for this explainer. We've seen how Lahore preserves its history in the food on its streets, in the ancient stone of the Fasting Buddha, and in the rich soil of its regal gardens. It's a city where every flavor and every flower tells a story. So the question I want to leave you with is this: what legacy are you planting today? Whether it's through the traditions you pass down, the art you preserve, or the beauty you cultivate in your own community, how will your story be told centuries from now? Thanks so much for joining me on this incredible journey, and I'll catch you next time.